guys, it's Namira from Neowin, and today I will be unboxing the Rogbid Brave Pro, which is an LTE enabled smartwatch. So it has GPS, Bluetooth, and all of those usual things that you would expect in an LTE enabled smartwatch in this year. And it also has some other unusual things such as dual cameras and other things which I'll be going through. So first off, let me tell you a little bit about the company. So the company is a Chinese brand and they focus on making smartwatches of different types. This one, priced at $260, is their flagship model, and compared to other LTE smartwatches, it sits in the mid-tier. So this watch was first launched back in March, and it's available to purchase currently on Amazon in the US, and I think in other parts of the world on Amazon or AliExpress, depending on the region you're situated in. Alright then, so let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy, and I'll tell you all about it as we open the box. Okay, let's go in. So the box itself is cardboard, and to be honest, it's a little flimsy, but that's kind of expected with these Chinese brands. Okay, so let's put this little manual that we have aside, and let's look at the watch itself. Wow, so the watch is a ceramic watch, and as you can see, it looks quite nice actually. It has a nice weight to it. It has some silicone straps, and the body itself is made of ceramic, which does make it a little weighty, but I suppose some of the other watches out there are also a little heavy. I mean, depending on what you're buying, of course. Right, so I know a lot of people are not fans of the silicone strap, so actually in the box here we have got an extra pair of straps, which are leather. Alright, let me just put this here, let's get that out. So there you go, you have some black leather straps in here, and I do believe you can order extras online. They're nice, you're pretty standard, leather straps. I think if you are a person who prefers leather straps, it's nice that they have included that. Looking at the watch itself, you can see that it has two bezels on the side, and noticeably, you can see a front camera on the watch and another camera on the side. Now, I'll come back to this in a bit. Let's put the watch aside for now, and let's just go through the rest of the contents of the box. So there are two smaller boxes in here, in the box itself. Alright, so let's start with this one. So one of them has a carrying case, and the carrying case is for the charging station. Right. So the charging station itself has a 2200 milliamp hour battery, and you can see there are little pins here where you can place your watch and charge it. It has a micro USB port, which is a little dated, I would say. Unfortunately, the watch does not support key wireless charging, so you will have to charge it through this. There's no other option. Right. Apart from that, in the other box here, I think we will probably have, let's look at this, some bubble wrap. Right. Okay, so here we have two cables. One is a USB-A to micro USB cable, a little screwdriver. I'm guessing this is to open the back plate to insert the SIM into the watch. And we have another cable here, which has these little pins, and I believe this is where you will plug it into the watch. And there's a USB-A cable, USB-A port, so you could just, connect your watch directly to a PC if you wanted to transfer stuff. Now, I'll tell you later on why this will come in handy. Let's get over what we have here. Some standard wipes, and lastly, you have a screen protector. Pretty standard. Alright. So let's put all of these things here aside and move on to the watch itself now. Alright, so the watch has a 1.69 inch, I believe, IPS LCD. Yes, 1.69 inch IPS LCD screen. It has IP68 waterproof rating, waterproof and dustproof. Here's a better view for you. You can see the design. So apart from the screen, we have a front camera, And on the side, as I said before, there's another camera, which is pretty unusual. So you get dual cameras in this. The purpose of this camera is to take selfies, FaceTime. It supports face unlock. And I don't know about the secondary camera, but I suppose you could try taking pictures with it. I'm not too sure about how they would turn out, you know, considering the weird angle and placement. So the front camera is an 8 megapixel camera, and the right-sided, the side-mounted camera is 13 megapixels. We have the nice red rotating bezels on the side. They add a little bit of style. Personally, I really like how the watch looks. I mean, if I were to place it on my hand, it does look a bit chunky, I think, because I have small hands, but I think for those who have larger hands, it would look quite nice. Right, so let's come to the juicy bits of the smartwatch, right? So this smartwatch is very unusual because it has a Helio P22 chipset inside. That's right, that's an entry-level chipset for smartphones. This is essentially a wearable smartphone. So apart from that, well, because of that, in fact, it has a whopping 4 GB RAM and 64 GB of onboard storage, so you can store a lot of stuff on there. And this also means that the smartwatch, or wearable phone, whatever you want to call it, supports Android 10. And you can actually install a host of apps because of that. That I think personally is really interesting. I mean, putting on 4+64, you know, memory specifications inside a watch, that's a little crazy, but it's also interesting. Right, so let's go ahead and turn this on. So these two buttons, well, they don't just look good, they also have functionality. So this one here, the first one on top, I use that to power the device on. Right, while the watch turns on, let me tell you a little bit more about it. So the watch actually has speakers on this side. There you go, you heard those speakers, nice. Right, so you can, you know, you don't have to connect Bluetooth headsets just to listen to audio or answer calls or listen to music while you're working out. It also has ECG support. It has a huge 1600 milliamp hour battery, which is apparently supposed to last 3 to 5 days, but because of, you know, all the connectivity in here, like you can put a SIM, you have GPS, Bluetooth, you know, it's a 4G smartwatch, so I'm guessing this is going to take a lot of battery. And it runs Android 10. I mean, if you're putting the specifications of a phone in something so small with a 1600 milliamp hour battery, I don't think that's going to last for very long. Well, that will come in later. I will be testing all of these features out. Stay posted for my full-length review, which will be published on our website. Alright, so you can look at the screen. Actually, it's quite nice, and because they put Android 10 in here, it has a ton of features. So, you know, always on display, yes, you can do that. You can literally see that it has all the features of a smartwatch. So it's going to count your steps, all that. It has fitness tracking. You can listen to music, you can see the weather, all of that, connect to Wi-Fi, and you can do more. You know, you can answer calls directly. You know, you can put your contacts on here, you can answer messages. And of course, as I mentioned before, for security, this has face unlock, which is really great. There is a watch face store where they have literally hundreds of watch faces, lots of things to choose from. Actually, let me go ahead and open that and show you. So you just download them, and it's really customizable. It's, you know, there are a ton of these. I actually went through them before, and you know, you can find something to suit you. So you can see you'll have something called desktop settings, browser, camera, gallery, a lot of things, calendar. So here we have the heart rate monitoring app, so yes, you do get that with this, but there is no blood oxygen readers, so that's a little disappointing, I have to say. I mean, for $260, I would have liked that in there, but, well, that is a bit of a premium feature. It would have been nice, but it's okay if that they didn't add it in there. So there we have music, recorder. There's a lot of things in here. I'm really excited to be testing this out. Now, as you can see, we actually have 2 app stores, well, 3 counting the watch face store. There is their internal app store and the Google Play Store. So you can download a ton of apps from the Play Store and their own app store as well. So probably the apps that you get from here will be, you know, more customized and optimized for this watch. Yes, so now we have come to the fitness tracking mode. So you can see that they have a ton of options here as well, you know, walks, runs, playing a basketball, riding a bike, lots of things in there. Rope skipping, so you can keep track of all of that. So if you're on the go, you know, you're going for a walk or you're going for a workout session, you don't have to worry. That's the point of a smartwatch. So it's good to see that it has all these features. So this watch is actually compatible with Android and iOS phones. You can pair it with your phones, and you can, you know, change the watch face with your phones. You can do a bunch of things. You can transfer music, I believe. I'm not sure about streaming music. I have yet to try that, so that will be coming in my full review as well. And it also has IP68 rating. I do believe I mentioned that before. And I think that's about it. GPS, Bluetooth, there are loads of features in here. Right, so to sum up, this is a 4G smartwatch. It has a bunch of features, and what they have basically attempted to do is take some entry-level smartphone specifications and put them in there in a smartwatch, and you know, it's completely experimental. We have some 2 cameras over here. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Right, so that's it for the unboxing video for today. I do believe I have covered everything. I hope you got a good look of this. Personally, I'm a fan of this. You guys, please do let me know, do you like this design? What do you think of the rotating bezels? Is there anything else that you would like me to tell you? Please do let me know, and I will try my level best to answer in the comment section below. Alright guys, so please stay posted for my full review to find out whether all these features do pay off out. To find out whether these features actually pay off. Is this a device worth buying? Would you really spend $260 on this? Is it worth it? Well, we'll find out. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.